Hey guys, this is the video on how to do test bed exercise 6, which is using a new control structure that is called a forever loop, which will allow your robot to continue repeating the same actions forever or until you turn it off, basically. All right, so here's the assignment on Canvas, and it says that motor 1 should run for 2 seconds at 85% velocity and print on the brain motor 1 running and then stop. Motor 2 then does the exact same thing, except it's going to print motor 2 running. The program will be placed inside a forever loop so that it will repeat until the program is stopped. And then it says, hint, be sure to clear the brain and set the cursor in each step. Otherwise, the brain will get confused. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to get started with this. I'll go through how to do step 1 and how to do this bottom part as well. And then you'll have to figure out the rest, how to do step 2 on your own. So we'll go here to our programming. And the first thing we need to do is find out where is the forever loop. So we're going to go to the control, and we want this one right here, forever. So anything I put inside this section right here is going to continue repeating over and over and over until I stop the program. All right, so it needed motor 1 to run for 2 seconds at 85% velocity. So we'll go to motion, find motor 1. It's going to run 2 seconds and then stop. And 85% velocity, and then print on the brain motor 1 running. So I need to set the velocity. $85. And then you should know how to print on the brain. It's this one right here. Motor 1 running. Now here's some stuff that we have not been over yet, and that is the bottom part. Be sure to clear the brain and set the cursor in each step, otherwise the brain will get confused. So to clear the brain, we're going to use this one, clear all rows on brain. Now if we put it right here, then it's going to look like the robot is not printing anything on the brain because it's going to print it and then immediately clear it. So we don't want it there. We actually want it here at the beginning, because after it does the second part that we're going to put in here, when it goes back to repeat, we want it to clear first before it does the rest of this. So that's where the clear needs to go. This is the one that you use to set the cursor, and you also want that at the beginning of the step. So it's going to clear the brain, set the cursor to the top left corner, set the motor velocity, spin the motor for 2 seconds, and then stop and print motor 1 running. Actually, I'm going to put that before running the motor right here. All right, so now the rest of this activity, step 2, is going to go in the same forever loop. So like the start, basically you're going to do this, all of this again, but it's got to go inside this same loop like that. Now that wouldn't be the first step, but I'm just showing you it's got to go inside there. If you do, sometimes kids want to do this and they grab another forever loop because it's a separate step. But if the robot's going to continue doing something forever, it's never going to stop. So it would never get to whatever is here. I don't know, it shouldn't allow you to have 2 forever loops because it can only do one thing forever. So it'd be better if they wouldn't allow this to even happen. But I just want to let you know you can't have 2 forever loops because it can only do this, whatever's in here, forever. So it would never get to this part. So step 2's got to go in here. basically going to be just about the exact same as this, but it's going to go in the same forever loop. And then when you start it, the robot should continue doing the exact same thing over and over and over till you stop the program.